module is going on, and in this video we will see the slowly changing dimension. The slowly changing dimension is a transformation component which is used to update and insert the records in data warehouse dimension tables. It compares the incoming source data with the existing dimension table data using a business key, and if the no record matches, then it will consider that it is a new record. If the record matches, then it compares the attributes for changed attributes. If data looks need to update, then it will update it. We will see in this by implementing this slowly changing transformation in the SQL Server data tools. But this is as its name show that it's a slowly changing dimension. It's used only in the dimension table, which are very rare, need to be updated. This is the SQL Server Management Studio, and here we have the two servers. One server name is SQL Server 2K7 and one is SQL Server 2017. So this is our source server SQL Server 2K7, and this is our source DB. We will extract the data from this database from the source table, customer source table, and we will load the data into our destination server uh, in this database trading DBDW. And this is our source table from where we will extract the data by and this is our destination table. Dim customer is our destination table, and this is our destination database. And right now our destination data table does not have any records, and this is our source database trading DB, and this is our source table from where we will extract the records to load into our destination table. So we have right now 1999 records. So let's move to the SQL Server Data Tool to implement the slowly changing data transformation. This is a SQL Server Data Tool where I will implement the slowly changing dimension. And this is the new package I created with the name of SCD. And this is the control flow, and we have the source and the destination. As we have shown in see in the SQL Server Management Studio, this is our source database. So I will rename it so that the name should be the proper. And this is our destination. So these are the source and destination. If I want to use the same source and destination throughout my this project in all the packages, so I will convert the source and destination into the project connection. So if I will convert this project connection, it will appear in this connection manager. Right now there is no connection manager. I will convert it to the project connection so that this all available in throughout my project. And this I will also connect into the project connections. So now it's coming project into source and project. So these connections are coming now here in the connection manager, destination connection manager and source connection. So first I will verify by using this SQL execute task that the connections with my source and destination are okay. If these are okay, then I will go for the data flow task to implement the slowly changing dimension. This is the data flow task, and I will use the precision constants on the success. If these are the success connections with my source and destination are success, then execute the data flow task. Here I will use the slowly changing dimension, but first I will use my source assistant to configure the source to extract the data from my source database. So this is my source database from where I will extract the records. I will select the table my source table is the customer source. So this is my source, and I will use all the columns. And now I have to configure the destination. Before configuring the destination, I will now use the slowly changing dimension, which will check what are the new inputs and what are the updations, and then accordingly it will insert and update the destination. So I have to configure this slowly changing dimension. This is the wizard to configure, and this is the connection. Is the destination connection, and now I have to select my destination table where the data will be moved. This is the dim customer. Right now there is no data, and these are the attributes. And here I have to mention what is the business key. On the behalf of the business key, this component will check what is the new input and what is the update output input. So it will compare this business key with the destination, and then it will find the new record and the update records. So my business key is the customer key, and this is the customer key, which is the business key I have to mention here. And then I have to configure here now these all the columns which I need to update or insert into the destination. So these columns by default is coming that the change type is the fixed attributes. Here are three types are available: fixed attribute, changing attribute, and historical attributes. So I have to select according to my requirement which field is updatable in the dimension table and which column is fixed attribute. Is not, we cannot allow the you to update those columns, and which is for the historical uh, column. So the fixed according to these types, there is this changing attribute. If the column has the changing attribute option, then it means this is the type 1 change. Type 1 mean we are using this terminologies type 1, type 2. If we will use the type 1 mean it we can if there is any change, this is a changing attribute. If there is any change will come, it will overrides the this field. So if it will, the previous value will be lost, and it override the new with the new value. So here my changing attributes is this one address. I will write it's a changing attribute. So changing attribute, I mean this is a type 1 type 1 change. It will overrides. And these all are fixed attributes. And now this is the, I will write how this is the type 2 attribute. Type 2 attribute mean if there is any change will come, so it will not overwrite. It will insert the new record, and the previous record will become inactive. So the it will maintain the history. So I will select the phone is historical record, which is a type 2 change. So let's move and see what will be happen. Now here we have type 1, type 2, and fixed attributes. Here if any change, we have mentioned here that the fixed attributes fix, if any change will come for the fixed attribute, what the component have to do, we have to have the option fail the transmission if changes are detected. Right now I will say don't fail, let's keep continue, and not update. So it will not update that attribute, but also will not fail the transmission. So now I have selected here that the phone is the historical attribute. So phone is historical attribute, and this is a type 2. So accordingly here some options I need to select. I have to select which field in the table will mention that this record is now active or disactive. I have one field in the dimension table in the destination which name is row active. This field is a boolean field, and here I will set when the row is the current, what will be the value for this one. It will be true. When the row is current mean active row, for active row it will be true, and for the expired row it will be false. or either I can choose the dates, start date or end date, which will show that this is the expired record or this is the current record. And there is another option, enable infrared member sport. Infrared member sport, I right now I will not able. This will this is used when there are the dimension tables and there are the facts table. Here, if there is any records are coming in the facts table, and there is a new records for that record, there is not reference record is not found in the dimension table, then what will be the action, what this component have to do? If suppose if the effect are the detail table and dimensions are the master tables, if there is the in the detail there are records are coming, but there is one master is missing in the master table, in the dimension table, for example, the some geography sales is coming into the fact table, but that geography area is missing into the dimension table, then what will the component have to do? So I can select this option for to insert the null values or use a boolean indicates, but right now I will not configure this infrared. We will see later this option. So now my slowly changing dimension is configured, and the destination, it will check the data from the source, it will match with the destination, each record it will match one by one, and it will see what is the new record and what are the updates. So let's see now to execute this, and we'll see the effects. There is no error and there is no warnings during the build step. So source connection is the 1999 records have been extracted, and all are new output right now. So 1909 9,900 records are inserted into the destination. So all the records are extracted successfully and inserted into the destination. So let's see the destination. So this is SQL Server Management Studio, and this is our destination database. And before we have checked, there was no record in this table. Now we'll see how many records are moved in this table. So 1999 is moved from the source to the destination. So now I will do some changes in my destination, and then we will execute again and we will see the effects. So first I will update the some changes in the fixed attributes, and we will see the effects. This is one record with this customer key, and this customer has the name, first name is this one. I will change the first name test. So the name in this is changed, and we will see the what will be the effects there. So I changed the name. Now this is the fixed attribute which will not be changed in the destination, but we will see the effects. And now the second thing I will do with another record. This is another record, and here I will change the address. Address I mentioned there in that this is a changing attribute. Right now the address is this one, and I will change this with the test address. And I will change the phone number for one customer also. Right now this is a one customer. This customer has the phone number this 0131, and I will change this customer phone number, and we will see the effect after execution the SCD. So let's move to the package and execute the package and see the effects. So execute the package, and we'll see there is one update and one historical record, and there is a change in the fixed attribute. So package is successful, and if we will check, there is historical attribute 1, it's mentioned here, and one row is for changed. So now this is successful. We will check the effects in the destination database. This is SQL Server Management Studio, and this is our destination database, trading DW. And here we will see the now before this there were 1919 records. Now one historical record is inserted, so there should be 2000 records. Yes, it's 2000 record, and for this customer we have updated the first name test, but it is fixed attribute, it should not have to be updated. So let's check the first name. So the first name which I changed to from this GF to test, it's not changed, it's same like before, but in the destination this first name is changed. But is sorry, in the source the first name is changed, which is test, and in the destination, because we mentioned it is a fixed attribute, the name is not changed, it's same like before. And I updated the address from to the test address, and it is a changing attribute to the, so that this address is changed because this is a changing attribute. And now this is the historical records phone. So the phone will also not be changed, but it will be inserted as a new record. So now therefore the against this customer in the destination there are two records. This is the our active records with the 1 and 0 is inactive. So this is the new phone number. So we have implemented a SCD for the type 1 and type 2.